when the examiner asks you a question on the IELTS, how do you answer? A lot of times people don't know what to answer. They just leave that up to the training school they go to. The training school tells you, if they ask you about jeans, tell them that you don't wear them very often. And if they ask you about tea and coffee, tell them that you don't drink tea, it's for old people, and I drink coffee because I'm young. So people kind of come with these memorized answers, and believe me, it's not doing you any favors to answer that way. Because as an examiner, I hear it all day long. My idea is to go to a word cloud. You want to click on this link, IELTS Speaking Test Answers. So this page tells you to go to there, and I'm clicking now, and I'm taking you to a page called IELTS Buddy. Look at these answers. Some candidate took the IELTS, and then somebody else came and typed down every single word that candidate said. So I'm going to take these answers, just the answers, not the questions, and I'm going to paste it into my word editor right here. You could paste it into your Microsoft Word or whatever word processor you have into one chunk of text. And a third time, I have this candidate's answers for all 3 questions about trains. If there are other questions on the IELTS which you know about, which your training center tells you to study for the 2020 IELTS, then by all means, find those questions on the internet and copy those answers, if you could find them. Now, I just copy the whole chunk. See what I did? I go down to this link here on the page. It says Word Cloud Web App. I click, and it brings me to something called a word cloud. It's called Word It Out. And what it does is you paste the text in there, and it'll make a picture of the words that you pasted. Control paste V. So I pasted it into this window, and I click the green generate. Wow, look what we got here. So what you see here is the big words are the ones that are large size. Those are the words that are used more often. And the small words are the words that are used less often. The ones that are in smaller print. And my idea is that you can learn how to better answer questions on the IELTS by trying to use those big words, the big size words in sentences. If the examiner says, do you like to travel by train? I like train journeys. I like to take long journeys. That sounds like a good answer to me because you've actually thought about your answer. So this is a way of thinking about what you're going to say. Now there's another word here, quite. That's an adverb. You might want to think about using that. So, do you like traveling by train? I love traveling by train. I can do my homework and I could play with my phone for a while and not feel guilty about it. And it's quite relaxing. It helps to think about that because if you think about the words that you're going to use, it isn't just about memorizing the answer. It'll sound like you memorized it. I enjoy traveling by train. It is very good. You're just spitting back a memorized answer. But if you've thought about the words you're going to use, the concepts like journeys. If I say I like taking long journeys, it sounds intelligent, it sounds well thought out. See, the big words that come up, those are words that are probably important. Because if they get used a lot, then they're definitely important. And you might want to think about those biggest words. You might want to even look at the smaller words. And those words only happen once or twice, and they're smaller because they're not used as often. If you don't like what they said, find somebody else. I'm sure there is lots and lots of stuff out there